First of all, my name is Robert Seager. I'm teaching mind and body, and it's a kung fu art, but there's no difference in the arts except that how you apply it. So whether it be jiu-jitsu, karate, or kung fu, it's martial arts, okay? How you apply it depends on your character, basically, or what happens to your life and how you absorb it or extend yourself into it. Now, we talk about, less about fighting, but more or less, okay, in the art itself, okay? When I taught Larry, I used to ask myself, why is he here? And he told me, from time to time that, well, I'm here because I like to do the martial arts, but I get more out of it than what you're teaching me, okay? And as you see now today, he's always professed to be a martial artist, though, but his transitions were always different things, From about years ago, I expanded his mind through the martial art. That's just the way it happened to be here. Okay? What I do is basically it's a natural, it's art based on natural movements. The body moves certain ways, okay? If you let your body move the way it should move naturally, then the results you'll get will be immediate. People have trained in different arts, and their training, they absorb it, but sometimes they'll have to practice it over and over again and make the body respond a certain way so they can then do it under duress, emergencies, fighting. If your body moves naturally, then it will respond to anything that happens to you physically, naturally, on its own, because that's how its body works. And having that concept, which is really just a concept, okay, but it's real, then how you respond to somebody's reaction towards you is based on how relaxed you are, knowing how your body moves. It never matters what somebody else does, how they approach you, what they do to you, what their art is, how they fight you, how they threaten you. All that matters in reality is how you respond to it. And your response is everything. No matter how big this person is, or how small, how fast, how strong, it never matters. It matters that you have honed your natural skills to respond to whatever approaches you. That's just basically, without going any further or deeper, than how the martial art works. All it is, any art you perform, okay, is a natural possession of habits. All the arts are simply habits. Your habits ingrained so much that whenever something happens to you, a punch or a kick, then you respond that way because you can't help it. You just can't help it. It's how your body moves, period, okay? And anybody who complains to be so-called, grand master and so on and so on, to me, there's no such thing. However, they can practice so much that they hone their body so well that they can move without effort. And that's what you have in these different arts. And these arts are just simply habits. Nothing more. Nothing more. There are no secrets. There are no mystical forms you can do to make yourself better or stronger or faster or protect yourself even better. There's nothing. It's simply a matter of you forming good habits to respond to natural movements, and your body moves naturally. What I do is teach people how to let their body move naturally without conforming to a rigid standard of moving, which makes it hard to learn martial arts. So that's pretty much it.
You demonstrate it all day? Can you demonstrate it?
Well, I can.
Why don't you take somebody who doesn't know anything about martial arts, a small lady. Oh, there you go, G, come on. have you taken any martial arts at all?
I took Aikido.
Aikido, that's good. Good. The non-aggressive art. And Aikido,
need some room up here, any more room?
Not really. Because martial arts and fighting, everything happens to you right here. You don't need a whole lot of room. Doing anything to defend yourself. Because somebody who attacks you or approaches you then has to be able to touch you to do any harm to you. And that's when everything.
If someone comes into your space, you're 360.
Well, you can say that, okay? That's not a false statement. However, in reality, what I do is reality-based martial arts. It's based on reality, okay? Nothing happens, until it happens. So I don't need you to touch me. You know you're going to threaten me and try to hit me. Right. So I'll just hit you in the process of you hitting me, which is, some people call it self-defense. But to me, there's no such thing as self-defense. It may sound like oxymoron. Everybody teaches martial arts, right? But everything you do in the art is based on you attacking the person. Now, this young man here practices a non-aggressive art, Aikido, right? Okay. But based on Aikido, okay, you need to have somebody come towards you, do something to you so you can respond to it. Right? There's no actual attacking the person if he does nothing. And realistically, in martial arts, right, you don't want to let the person attack you or touch you or push you before you can respond to him to stop him from his intent, his mental or physical intent. So, in my opinion, everything is based on attacking the person. If I'm threatened, I feel threatened, I would know that I cannot allow myself to be at a disadvantage after I've been hit, okay? So basically, without going into anything deeper, okay? If he's one, the attacker, and you raise your hand, attacks me, okay? And I'm two, okay, in most classes, right, you know, I defend myself, okay? Who's three? If I'm one, if he's one, I'm two. Who's three? So you see, now that's self-defense, okay? In realistic, you know, fighting, okay? If he's one, okay, I'm 1.5, okay?
Oh, the half.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to wait to get this person totally, physically, aggressively, you know, challenges me in that regard, okay? But sometimes it happens as a surprise, okay? And all of a sudden you get touched or hit or grabbed, okay? Then you have to do certain things that, when you get into that part, okay, you know, that's where he comes in, okay? Aikido, which is non-aggressive art, which makes that if I grab him, he'll do whatever he does, okay? Just nullify my attack to him. But in what I teach, which is called mind and body, the basic premise is, if you push me, okay, I'll pull you, okay? Like your ego does, right? And if if you pull me, then I'll push him, okay? If he takes one step toward me, I'll take one step back. Takes a half step toward me, I'll take a half step back. Takes a full step toward me, I'll take a full step back. Now that's a basic premise of what you do, and this repeats itself time and time again. When it comes to striking or blocking or what I call coverage, the coverage is simply that, you know, if I watch certain points of his body, then I know what's going to move, okay? If I watch him take a step toward me or like a fist around toward me, I'll go with the force of the weight of the blow. And every strike that he can throw toward me, the strike has to have weight. The weight is the impact of his blow upon my body. If I can avoid just that, pinpoint that touch, then everything he does to me can really hurt me. Now, these movements are taught, but if you think about it, okay, if somebody throws something at you, you'll flinch, okay? And you flinch, most of the time your arms go up to your head and you try to stop it, whatever, you'll cover yourself, right? There's no difference in the martial arts. All that he does, throw a punch on me, to punch. All he does is allow me to move with his permission, okay? Every time somebody accosts you or fights you, they tell you exactly, I'll say it again, exactly what to do toward them, okay? They give you things to do against the body. If they punch you, they give you all this to go toward, to disable. If they step toward you in some aggressive manner, then they tell you when to move toward them, okay? Very simple movements. And being so simple, even a young child can do those things because those things are natural movements.
I have a question. So many times we get exercises in the class where the person will be punching, but the person being punched didn't just practice moving without punching back. Develop skills for that.
Right. You're talking about classical, you know, classic martial arts where people teach you, if you do this, this, and this, then now this can happen, okay? Which is not realistic at all in real street fighting, okay? There's a thing called neutralizing. If, or when, so you touch my shoulder, push me here, right, I'll give in to it, okay? Because the body moves that way. So here we are, right? I've been pushed, okay? If My knees bend, my shoulder gives in, my body twists and turns, okay? All these things, okay, looks like it's kung fu, right? But it's actually natural movements, okay? I'll use you for example, okay? So, if his arm is out here, okay? The arm bends here, if I push it down here, right? His whole body goes down. You can't help it, it's just the way the body moves, okay? So let's step forward, okay? One step forward, okay? Knee here, push down here, the whole body goes down. This is the way the body moves, okay? If I push him here, his waistline right, he'll simply sit down. It's just the way it is. All right, these things, you know, you do them, okay? If I turn you around here, okay? You stand still here, and the body turn, if I don't, you can just turn. Right here, right? If I push him here, I can break his back, okay? Because the body's so contorted, all right? A simple wrong move, you have to bend sometimes, okay? Bend down sometimes, oh my goodness, what happened to you, okay? You hurt yourself, right?
He went out about trying.
Those things happen. So, with these neutralizing movements, okay, then there's a thing called evading, being able to move around a person's body without being touched. And these principles are applied even then. So, we are going to further have a demonstrator get sweaty up here. I'll just simply say that if he approaches me, I'm safe at a distance, right? If I keep backing up from him, okay, he'll simply keep coming toward me. So I want to stop his aggression toward me. So when he begins to approach, knowing what his body is doing, a step to the right leg, a twist his arm here, okay, so on, his arm raises, arms down, all these things are signs, okay, and these things help you determine what to do next. But he tells you exactly where to strike him every time. So
if I were to swing up here,
you would swing up there. If you start back there, I'll just simply hit you. Okay? I'll touch you. Okay? And this is why I have a problem with self-defense, because self-defense tells you that I'll wait till I'm being attacked. You know? And that's not what I believe in doing. Okay? Because then it's too late. Basically, just when he pulls a gun, he'll just shoot you. Okay? And then that's too late. So if he goes for the gun, then I'll attack him then. Okay? But I'm not moving away, I'm attacking. So self-defense basically is attacking the attacker with his own movements towards you. Questions? Yes, ma'am.
Is there a skill set when there's more than one person?
Absolutely, absolutely. Because now in society today, right, no carjacker works by himself, okay? Nobody's gonna hurt you, basically, you know, is a person in a wheelchair, right? Give me your gun, okay? Give me your money, okay? Everybody has a backup, everybody has somebody in the wings, everybody wants to take on the weakest person to take their money or possessions, okay? So, of course, this art teaches you that because it's a natural movement, okay? When he strikes me, right, if I'm gonna block him, I want to look toward the person who's attacking me as well with the same force of this push away strike, okay? So it's not a matter of you just fighting one person, it's always being aware that what's next, okay? Who's around you, the elements around you. Most people think about karate, right? They'll think about block, strike, punch, but if I want to strike at me somehow, strike at me, okay? And push him here, I'll push his head down to the table. I'll use the natural things around me, sorry about that, to help aid me in my conquest. So everything else is just a matter of teaching a person how to use his own natural movements.
So see, Barry, you can't have no grounded person. You can't have no grounded person. You don't need no grounded person. Because if you think about it, every movement, even when he's walking, just walk in and walk. See, Barry.
Well, you see,
watch how he
movements of
watch how he even his walk
is heel
is
toe.
grounded,
Okay.
right? He's grounded even in his walk. Even though your shoes are on, but he's learned to absorb. Every punch comes from the ground, supposedly, right?
Absolutely. Okay. The base to strike from. And you're speaking of, okay, where you punch with power. Okay.
Right.
No, so it's different. All right. So the basic strike. Picture the basic way I can describe a punch. The most powerful punch is to describe a baseball player on the pitching mound, right? Throwing a baseball. He stands there, he winds up, his energy, he empties his body behind the ball as he goes through. Everything there is in one punch, okay? That punch basically came from the ground, right? And in doing so, we have stances we use. The stances are very simple, but they are natural stances. and the stances are geared toward the heel. One heel is always raised, always. Because now picture a person who runs track, okay? Off the side of the block, the heels are up to push off. When we push off, we then gain speed, momentum, power to do what? To strike from the ground up. And these strikes, even a strike, you can take. You'll stand there, right? But the softest push, I gain ground. So pushing is actually more powerful than punching, okay? If you do it properly. All right. So now imagine a push with a strike. The explosion of that push, okay? That strike gives you the ability to disrupt his body, disrupt organs, break bones, pretty much destroy the body from the inside out, penetrate the body with the push. This history of the arts and body and so on can go on and talk for hours.
Right.
But there's so much intricate things to go through to make you understand exactly what it is I'm doing without showing
Can
you.
you take us through the simple exercise he showed me 50 years ago? The unbendable arm.
Yeah.
I want everybody to do it. I want everybody, please stand up,
Okay.
everybody. You're gonna learn how chi works. Please stand.
Me being introduced to chi gave me the ability to question all these things that happen to you when you say that your body is filled with chi and you can have all this power to break bricks and boards and do it effortlessly, right? I said, well, where does this come from? How do you prove it, okay? How do you make this thing actually work, okay? So here's an example of how to generate chi in your body, okay? It's actually real. And how to become immobile, which we'll use this one concept called the unbendable arm, okay? Now, picture a fire hydrant.
I'm looking from here.
Okay, fire hydrant, okay? Fire hydrant, with the, fire plug with two arms on the end, and it's base of the fire hydrant, right? The torso, right? The water comes through and then up and out these arms, okay? A fire hose, 10 men can't bend a fire hose with water going through it. But actually, it's just a piece of cloth. You know, bend it, turn it, knots, and it's no problem, right? But imagine this water is your chi. Imagine your body is a vessel, this fire hydrant, okay? Now, everybody just take a little stance and hold your arm up, okay? Now, let me get a little philosophical here because it might take a little minute just to explain how this is done, all right? When you breathe deep in your body, down through your lower abdomen, right? You take in the air and you push it out slowly, right? And you develop it now, this chi force in your body. Okay? When you look towards your arm, your fingertips, okay? Imagine your body is the fire hydrant and the water going through your body is the chi, okay? If you breathe and keep breathing for a short period of time, you will feel the arm itself, right, almost becoming like numb, all right? But it's still soft and visceral, but it's numb. If you breathe and breathe and breathe, the more you breathe and look toward the water or chi going through your arm, right, and look up to the ceiling, okay? Go past the ceiling, okay? Go out to the universe. And keep breathing, keep breathing. The more you breathe, the more your arm is filled with chi. The more your arm is filled with chi, the more this arm becomes like the fire hose. And your chi is actually the water going through it. When you can do this, okay, long enough, okay, or using strength at all, because if you use strength, you'll wane in time. But if you use chi, you'll last stronger, it'll get longer, you never can bring it down. Never. Chi is a force that you cannot deny because it's just there.
See?
All this is doing,
This is looking over there. Yeah, that's some cheap.
again, the time, muscle strength will get out. But the chi force, keep breathing, okay, it gets stronger and stronger and stronger. It becomes infinite. That's why you don't look toward what's to here now. You look toward past that point. And keep breathing, because breath is actually a life force. And that chi flowing through your body, even though the arm is still supple and soft, it has a force and power to literally go through a brick or a board if it simply just dropped into it. That's how powerful this life force is. In doing so, imagine this force having the ability to touch a person's body with this cheek and generate motions and push, okay? This will feel like a hard punch, but that cheek force is literally, the power you use to just knock a person out really easily. And all the time, while the arm itself is soft like a dish rag. Does anybody feel that, by the way?
Yeah.
Look kind of fast.
So, that's like a demonstration, Josh, come up here. How much can you bench press?
The world.
The world?
Yeah.
We're standing straight up.
So this is a man that actually can, let's see how strong he is. He can actually pick up the front of a car.
He's a friend.
He can pick up the front of a car, he can take a steel pan and just bend it like that. He can tear a tuck phone book in half. But I think he's using more than just strength. I think there's a chi in there too. Because he can take an apple, squeeze it, break it.
Definitely cheap. Yeah.
With all this power, but all you gotta put, you gotta really put some weight in to power.
What they do is isometrics too, so I know he is strong.
I'm not using isometrics.
No, I'm talking about you using isometrics, so I know it's solid.
I'm gonna put all your power onto the bend it.
Okay.
Everything you got. Give it all you got.
I'm not gonna get it all.
Give it all.
Let me get that.
Give it all you got.
You ready?
All yes. All you got.
You ready?
All you got. All you got. Go ahead.
Because of the broken
You
arm.
right? I'm like, I don't know. But it ain't gonna move though, because he's using his chi. I feel it. I feel it coming
I
through.
don't even feel the pressure.
I feel his heat coming from here in his
Right,
hand.
right, right.
You ready?
Yeah. Good.
It ain't gonna be
Go
there.
ahead. Go ahead.
It's like trying to bend concrete.
It feels like he's touching me like this.
Yeah.
Really?
Feel like he's just tapping.
The corner phrase
We
is like,
ground a lot though.
the
We
corner
ground
phrase
a whole lot.
is like steel wrapped in cotton. Soft,
Yeah.
soft to the touch.
But you can feel that it ain't moving, that it's not gonna move either.
Now let me show you another example. See, can you bring your chair up here? Have y'all seen this before? No. So we need somebody, sit here, sit here. Hey, sit here. Okay. Josh, over here. Over there, I need one more person, you over here. I want you to put just 2 fingers, right? You're going to put 1 on his arm, you're going to put 2 on his arm, right? And you're going to 2 on his leg, just 2 fingers. And let's lift him up. He's not lifting. Now y'all see what's happening, he's not lifting, right? Now take your hand, put over mine. Take your hand, put over that. Take your hand, put over that. Take your hand, put over that. Breathe. Let's see if this works. Now try it again. 1, 2, 3.
Impossible.
That's why he dropped. He said impossible. You felt the Cheeto with his body.
And it'll work with anybody.
Anybody.
Even if it'll work with me, with them doing it.
Just 2 fingers.
So you have, this is again back to what we've been saying all the time, we've been tricked. We got all kind of power in our body, our mind, our spirit, whatever. He showed you with the sticks. You don't have to say, you just look at this. Did you bring the new trucks?
No, I.
Blah, 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 blah. You didn't bring the new trucks?
Just tell me that I got
You got the president in the car? Right. But I got a question for you. You're 70 years old, you'll be 71 this year, right?
Next year.
Next year you'll be 70. In January. Okay, in January, that's right, January. His same birthday as Muhammad Ali, so that should tell you.
When is that?
January 17th. She said, when is that? So, at 70 years old, is it something about the martial arts practice that's keeping you've been doing so young, or is it something about something else you're doing?
Well, I contribute most of my training is through martial arts, okay? I eat whatever I want to eat. I don't have any restrictions to eat, okay? I simply work out. And the difference is that I actually work out. People say that what do you do? I'm training, I work out. You work out? So I'm an example of a person who does exactly just that, okay, work out. I'm not a fanatic about it, okay? But I make sure that my habits are ingrained in such ways that my body will tell me exactly, I need to do this or that. So I just simply do it because it's natural.
And tune with your body. Even when he was 18, and he still, do you feel like your skills have waned or gotten better, or it's about the same?
No, let me tell you how this progression works with basically with any skill you have, okay? When I was younger, I could do a lot of different things, with great speed and strength and actually endurance as well. But time and gravity takes over, right? So what people have to do is to adjust their bodies and their minds to where they are. who they are. Like, you know, the person's character comes out. Okay, whoever you are, you know, you become that personified the longer you live. Okay, but some things are taken away. Okay, like physical fitness, for example. Right? But if you simply adapt your body to what you're doing in life, then you can adapt to the changing times. I may not be as fast as before, but my timing is so adapt to what's happening around me there. Like who said this about punching me like in slow motion? No. It's just like that. It's the same thing, okay? So I'm able to adjust my physical fitness toward whatever happens to me that fits my body today. And that seems to make me seem like I'm super fast or super strong or whatever, but it's not so. I'm simply adapting to what could have been done a different way. It's done better today because of who I am today. I wouldn't do today what I did years ago. I don't have the strength, okay? But today can match the skills before because I have the intelligence and the training to do so. Does that make sense?
Yeah.